Back here at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Second round matchup here on championship court number 1. Susanna Barr and Gabriel Tardio taking on Lee Whitwell and Andre Daescu. Let's go over how these teams got here. Whitwell and Daescu taking out Ryler Bonnert and Austin Chiketilov, 11-8, 11-1. And Barr and Tardio taking out Katie Gaines and Caden Seward, 11-5, 11-3 in their first round matchup. Players finishing up their warm-ups. Looks like we have 3 of 4 players on court. Andre Daescu waiting on Lee Whitwell, as I believe I see her. So she is in the building. Another good second round matchup here about to happen on a championship court. Your 10 seed against your 7 seed. We appreciate you guys joining us here today. Mixed pro doubles. Tomorrow is men's and women's pro doubles.
It is a 2 out of 3.
Seems as if Barr and Tardio won the toss. They're going to discuss what they want to do. As we are just about finished with warm-ups here. They still have not chosen yet. And so warm-ups are complete, as Tardio and Barr will choose the far end to start. We'll see if Whitwell and Daescu want to serve or receive. Looks as if they are going to choose to receive. As it'll come in, Susanna Barr serving to Lee Whitwell here in this second round matchup.
Time in, 0-0-2.
Barr trying to reach in and take that ball out of the air. Off the top of the tape and a quick side out for Whitwell and Daescu. A little high there from Susanna Barr. Daescu all over that, and Daescu and Whitwell on the board first.
1-0-1.
Not enough on that lob from Barr. Daescu able to get on top of that and give him and Lee Whitwell a 2-0 lead.
2-0-1. Second server.
A little long from Whitwell as she realized that right away.
Way out. Now it's a little bit up. Here we go. 2-0-2.
And nice finish there from Susanna Barr. She got Daescu a little extended on the backside. Able to get on top of that and put that ball away.
0-2-1.
Nice protection from Daescu. What I mean by that is Whitwell got pulled on the serve, wasn't able to get up to the kitchen line. Daescu protects her and her spot very well. Nice lead from Whitwell.
Second server.
Barr trying to reset that cross court. Goes a little wide.
1-2-2.
Tardio, his version of a spin serve, gets a little action on it. Daescu attempting that Ernie right there, puts a little pressure on Susanna Barr, but they do get on the board. 2-1 lead for Whitwell and Daescu. Just wide on the counter from Whitwell. She knows she had it right there. She looks over at me smiling. That's the right shot. She just overhits it just a little. And Daescu, a little action on his spin serve right there. Handcuffs Susanna Barr.
3-1-2.
And nice counter there from Daescu, going right at the body of Tardio.
4-1-2.
And nice counter there from Susanna Barr.
Here we go.
1-4-1. Server. 1-4-2.
That's a great jump of the sideline there from Tardio on the Ernie. Watch him using this athletic ability. Just puts enough pressure backside on Daescu. That's a good spot right there from Barr, and that's exactly what Barr and Tardio need to do, is go behind Daescu just a little, keep him honest,
3-4-2.
so he's not getting comfortable in the middle. And good spot there from Daescu at the feet of Tardio, but Barr and Tardio answer and get back within one.
4-3-1.
Oh, and that ball hits the line and skips on Whitwell. She stares right down at that line. As soon as that ball hit, it took off.
4-3-2.
Oh, nice little flip lob there from Susanna Barr. And even though Whitwell gets it, she doesn't get enough on it. Tardio and Barr, they will put that ball away in the middle. Get a quick side out.
3-4-1. Second server.
And that's the right idea, I think, right there from Tardio, is he's going backside on Daescu on that drive because he's protecting Lee getting to the kitchen line.
Go.
Oh, and off the right shoulder of Whitwell as she's trying to get out of the way right there, but just can't do it in time. I think Tardio surprised her just a little as Barr and Tardio tie this game up
4-4-2.
at 4.
I did. Ball was out. It was out.
A ball just long on the serve there from Susanna Barr.
4-4-1.
Nice little flip there from Tardio. So he gets a little fancy right there with that inside in forehand.
4-4-2.
Nice spot from Barr in the middle. She had Whitwell and Daescu tandem, creating that big hole in the middle.
4-4-1. Point.
Unforced error there from Whitwell on the serve of Barr, and Barr and Tardio take their first lead.
5-4-1.
And nice little step in there from Tardio, and I like it. The young man getting a little more aggressive, and that's exactly what he needs to do. But watch out for Whitwell trying to go back door on Tardio if he gets a little too aggressive in the middle there. And that's the right shot there from Whitwell. I don't disagree with that. She's got to execute it. But this is a nice little run here from Barr and Tardio as they take a 7-4 lead and a timeout immediately after that unforced error from Whitwell and Daescu here in game number 1 of this second round matchup. Thank you guys for joining us here in Highland Park, Illinois. We're at Danny Cundiff Park for the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Singles yesterday, men's and women's, mixed doubles today on the pro side, followed by men's and women's pro doubles tomorrow. And then we conclude on Sunday for Championship Sunday. All 5 of our gold medal matches here on Championship Court. We'll have all those great matches for you beginning Sunday morning into the afternoon. Before we get to any of that, mixed doubles all day today on the pro side. Susanna Barr and Gabe Tardio taking a 7-4 lead in game number 1 over your 7 seed Lee Whitwell and Andre Daescu. Still on first server here are Barr and Tardio.
Time in. 7-4-1.
Oh, and off the tape, the roll for Tardio, and they double up Whitwell and Daescu, 8-4. Whitwell trying to go around the post, possibly was there, but off the post, and a 5-point lead here for Barr and Tardio. Oh, just missing is Gabe Tardio in the middle. You hear Susanna Barr going, I like it, and it is the right move. You just got to be able to get on top of that a little more.
9-4-2.
Wow, what a redirect from Susanna Barr. Her shot's so tricky. Takes that inside out forehand. She holds it on her paddle so well. Disguises it last minute. A good hold there from Whitwell and Daescu as they fight off one game point.
10-1. Point. Five, 10-1.
A little long there off the two-hander from Susanna Barr, and 2 quick points for Whitwell and Daescu.
6-10-1.
That's nice ball behind Daescu from Susanna Barr, and again, waiting and holding that ball on her paddle till the last second to flip backside
6-10-2.
to set up the overhead. That's a great drive in the middle from Daescu. He keeps that ball nice and low, makes it difficult for Barr to do anything with.
7-10-2.
Nice reset from Whitwell. Oh, nice pressure there from Tardio, though, catching Whitwell in the transition area. And it'll be game point number 2 on the paddle of Susanna Barr.
10-7-1.
Nice hands from Tardio. Oh, what a reset from Gabe Tardio to keep him in that point and give them the first game here. Gabe Tardio and Susanna Barr take game 1, 11-7 of this second round matchup. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, game 2 here of this second round matchup at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus. Back here on championship court, game number 2. Susanna Barr and Gabe Tardio over Lee Whitwell and Andre Daescu in game number 1, 11-7. A little long on the return from Susanna Barr, and a 1-point early lead here for Lee Whitwell and Andre Daescu. Oh, nice counter there from Tardio. Looking like a veteran right there as he catches Daescu backside with a nice little easy backhand.
0-1-1.
And nice finish in the middle there from Daescu. Susanna Barr didn't see it, but backside wide open there on Daescu.
0-1-2.
She'll fix that. She'll see that.
Go.
Oh, and she tries to slip that backside on Daescu, but Andre there for the Ernie. She tried to flip it hard instead of keeping that low, and
1-0-1.
she knows it.
Point.
A little long there, and seems like the wind is from the backside.
2-0-1.
From the bottom of your screen to the top. Barr changed her mind a little bit last second as she did see a little daylight there behind Daescu, but a 3-0 lead here for Daescu and Whitwell. And nice spot there from Tardio. Good serve from Whitwell. And nice finish there from Barr. She's ready for that little two-handed speed up from Daescu. And I'll see if Barr and Tardio can get on the board here in game number 2.
0-3-1.
Tardio trying to go that inside in right there. A little long. Again, the wind at their back. This match brought to you by Selkirk Sport. You have 2 Selkirk players on court in Susanna Barr and Andre Daescu.
0-3-2.
And Barr with the finish. Good hands from Daescu, staying in that point, but just a little too much Susanna Barr right there at the end. And Whitwell Trying to do a little too much with that right there, as she would admittedly say as well. And Tardio and Barr within one. On a nice spin serve there from Gabe Tardio, as he gives a little smirk to Susanna Barr, as you see this right here. Nice kick.
3-3-2.
And nice counter there from Susanna Barr.
4-3-2.
Nice reset from Barr. Oh, and so Barr gets away with one right there. She tries to lob Whitwell. Whitwell reads it nicely. She gets back, but she can't get on top of it. Frames it up. Sails long, and it is a 2-point lead here in game number 2 for Susanna Barr and Gabe Tardio, trying to end this in 2 and move on to the 3rd round. And we're here in Highland Park, Illinois at the APP Chicago Open, presented by Lexus. Mixed pro doubles all day for you today. See if we have any updates for you, as Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold seem to be the only team punched to that 3rd round in those quarterfinals. But that is not true, as Simone Jargim and Federico Staxrud move on over Etta Wright and Thomas Wilson, 11-4, 11-6, as they wait the winner of Vivian David and Hunter Johnson taking on Rosie Johansson and Adam Stone. The winner of this gets the winner of Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson taking on Mary Brasha and James Ignatowicz. A nice counter there from Whitwell. Tardio trying to speed up right there from a really low position. I'd like to see him just stay in that point, work for something more.
3-5-1.
The young gun trying to make something happen there. And nice spot there from Susanna Barr on the 2-handed counter. Barr and Tardio on the near side, Whitwell and Daescu on the far side. And Barr a little long right there, and that is the 3rd return to serve miss for Tardio and Barr. And nice finish there from Susanna Barr as they get the side out, but Daescu and Whitwell do answer.
5-4-1.
Whitwell with the come on for Daescu as he finally ends that hands battle.
5-4-2.
And nice finish from Daescu. Finally, he hits an angle, goes away from Tardio and Barr.
Point. 5-5-1. Second server.
Go big on that one. No, just now it's go big on the way. Yeah.
5-5-2.
So a side out here for Barr and Tardio, but Whitwell and Daescu tie it up on another return to serve error from
5-5-1.
Barr and Tardio. And nice finish there. Good talk from Susanna Barr to Gabe Tardio, as Tardio came all the way over to take that last ball.
6-5-1.
Another Good spin serve there from Gabe Tardio. Again, almost deja vu as he gets that spin away from Whitwell.
Second server.
Billy. Stop here.
7-5-2.
Let's go, go.
And Barr saying yours, yours the whole time. Gabe didn't budge. But Barr and Tardio do gain that lead back and are up to 7-5 here. And I think Daescu was thinking that ball was going to go out. It doesn't. Lands right on that line.
Five, 7-2.
Nice ball there from Daescu. Is handcuffs Susanna Barr just a little in the middle. Whitwell and Daescu within one.
Go!
And a little long on the two-hander from Tardio. And we're all tied again now at 7.
7-7-2.
Nice resets from Daescu and Whitwell. Wow, what work on 2 overheads, but just not enough there in the end. And side out to Barr and Tardio.
7-7-1.
And nice counter from Barr. She gets aggressive there on the forehand side, and they take the lead back.
8-7-1.
Oh, Susanna Barr with the left hand right there on the overhead. They do dig it back out, but it just gives Tardio another opportunity, and he does finish, and it's a 9-7 lead. And a timeout here from Daescu and Whitwell as they want to discuss this before this one gets any closer to a match for Barr and Tardio. Second round matchup again here on Championship Court. Take a look at our bracket and see where we're at. If we have any updates, and we do, as Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop move on after defeating Jackie Kawamoto and Althoff Merchant 11-9, 11-4. They will meet Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold in the quarterfinal matchup. And then we also have Vivian David and Hunter Johnson moving on over Rosie Johansson and Adam Stone, 11-4, 11-3. Back here on Championship Court, Tardio to serve, 2-point lead. And ball off of Tardio's foot, second server.
9-7-2.
Tardio with a little spin serve again. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me. From Barr, the hard serve.
10-7-2.
And a match point. Oh, and Barr with the attempted lob. Not a bad decision right there, but she goes over to the middle. If she goes straight up over Whitwell, Daescu's going to have to let that ball bounce.
10-1.
So Whitwell and Daescu fight off their first match point.
Eight, 10-1.
Oh!
Second server.
Thinking it.
Yeah, right here.
8-10-2.
And nice return there from Barr. And I think off her paddle, she thought that was going to be long. Ends up dropping on that baseline, and it'll be match point number 2.
10-8-1.
What a drop from Susanna Barr to end it, as Barr and Tardio will move on to the quarterfinals as they take out your 7 seed. 11-7, 11-8 here on championship court. Thank you guys for joining us here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, our next matchup here on championship court at the APP Chicago Open presented by Lexus.